What's up, you guys? It's Mina Q, and I'm back with another Love is Blind review and recap, and we are on episode 4. Wow, we're into it. But before we get into that, let's get into this, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, like and comment. Let's build a community. I'm not asking for much. Let's do this together. All right, but let's get into episode 4 as Love is Blind, because they was doing the most. They were doing the absolute most. So the episode kind of starts off where we left off on episode 3, where Leo is in his bag begging Hannah, baby, I'm begging, baby, I'm begging, begging, Jodeci style, begging Hannah to please give him a chance. Please don't make this decision. I mean, he is pressing her, and Hannah is having a full meltdown. She is like, yo, you are overloading my senses right now. Like, please bring it down to it too. He don't want to hear none of that. He keeps going. Eventually, she's like, just let me sleep. Let me relax. I can't take on any more information. So they do that. She goes her way. He goes his way. Now, mind you, we watched Leo literally beg this woman for a chance to, let me think about it. Let me think about whether or not I want to be with you or her. Let me think about it for like at least 6 minutes, right? So they come back the following day. They have their next date. And Hannah's like, listen, I've already chosen my man. It's Nick. Nick is my man. I don't want to do this with you. You know, that's just what it is. And at this point, Leo is acting like this was his idea somehow. All of a sudden now Leo's like, yeah, you know, that's your man and Brittany's my woman. First of all, where was this energy yesterday? You ain't have none of this to say yesterday, but somehow today you feel like, oh, this is a mutual decision. He keeps mentioning over and over again, yeah, this is better for us. This is a better decision that we came to. No, we didn't. No. Who is we? Who is we? We didn't come to no kind of decision. Hannah said no. You got your little ego and feelings hurt, and then you tried to come back over here and act like we sat down and worked this out. That wasn't how it went down, and Hannah wasn't having none of that. She stood on business. She was like, yeah, nah, because yesterday you was definitely pressing me, okay? Silk press style, all the way through the bottom of the ends, all of that. So she didn't let that slide, but then he decided it was a good idea for him to ask Hannah, who he was just trying to marry a short, 10 hours ago, would you talk to Brittany for me and just let her know that I really love her? No! What? Why would she do that? Why? What is wrong? So something is wrong with Leo. We already knew that. Hannah's not having it. Hannah said, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to be your little hype man and go back and tell Brittany to be with you, because 1, that's insane. And 2, you was just in my face. So, sorry. No dice. So that leads us into Hannah coming out of the pods. When Hannah leaves the pods, she's basically like, look, he in there tripping. He talking about how we came to this decision together, and that's not what happened. And Brittany's sitting there, she's listening. She's like, look, he wanted me to talk to you and tell you that he's still a good guy and all this other stuff. First of all, I wouldn't have said boo. I wouldn't have even said that he said that. I would have been like, he's crazy, and you're crazier if you decide to marry him, period. End of story. But Brittany hears it out. She's like, yeah, he definitely put himself in a bad position. I don't know. I wasn't feeling Brittany's energy in the situation when Hannah was basically telling her. I felt like Brittany needed to be a little more outraged for me, but it wasn't giving that. Of course, Hannah has already chosen Nick D. They have chosen each other, gotten through their insecurities, whatever the situation is. Now they're together. Now that they're engaged, it's I love you city. I love you. 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 It was so many I love yous. I was just like, ain't no way. Ain't that much love in the world, baby. You didn't even know this man. You was getting rid of this man the entire time. And now you love him because he loves you. Y'all look goofy, but go off, sis. Go crazy. Have the time of your life with this man that you was trying to push away all these episodes, and now you're engaged. Y'all deserve each other. Melissa and Bodan end up having another date, and honestly, I feel like Melissa has such a gentle spirit and just light energy, and she's always so happy that I want to like her a lot. But she won't stop bringing up this Trump stuff. Every time you turn around, she's talking about how she dated a Trump supporter and all this stuff. Baby, don't nobody want to hear that all the time. You said it once. Once was way more than enough. We will be fine for the rest of the season if you never say those words again. Actually, for the rest of your life, don't say it. Everybody knows now, and we're all concerned. So that's that. My impression of Melissa is military, Navy, military. I can't even say it fast enough. Military, Navy, Navy, military. Oh my God. Y'all, is this it? Is that all it takes? Y'all gotta both be in the military and y'all can be together? I don't know. I feel like they gotta, like, if that's their whole relationship, they're gonna have a short relationship, baby. That's not enough. It's not enough to both be in the service. To me, I feel like y'all having a good time, but where's been the deep conversations? Like, what's going on? It just feels like they are bonded by this one detail, and she's really been like, I don't know, because she cares so much about the military. His service means a lot to her, but you're going to need more than that. To me, you're going to need more than that. Alex and Tim end up back in the pods, and baby, they crying again. Every time we see them, they crying. They're going to need so much tissue. Man, they need to be sponsored by Kleenex. They're doing all the crying. So they're back in the pods, and he actually is really sweet. He gives her this bracelet that he has from one of his sisters who passed away. She feels very, appreciative. It's a very, very sweet, soft moment between them. And then he basically decides that he's going to propose, but because of how she feels and her family and her father, he writes a letter that is supposed to be read to her father in order to propose to her. The letter is beautiful. The letter is very sweet, very kind. It's well received. They get engaged. It's so beautiful and happy. This episode, we get to see them actually meet each other for the first time, and they just gush over each other, and it's just ooh la la. If I could put some little lovey emojis and big heart eyes, that's what they looked like. They were floating on cloud 9. It was very, very cute. Monica and Steven finally end up getting engaged, and I think last time I said that he was half black. He's 3/4 black. I mean, I don't know. Whatever it is, I feel like this couple bores me. They bore me. I'm bored watching them. I'm bored with everything that they have going on. It's fine, but they decide to get engaged, and we get to see them meet for the first time. And it's actually they're very into each other. They're honestly, they kissing like they're about to shoot a OnlyFans content, okay? They're kissing so hard, I'm like, we're gonna need a cigarette and a condom, for sure, at the end of this episode. But, they're getting into it. For whatever reason, at some point, somebody puts her on mute. Her voice goes down so low. She's literally whispering the entire time they have their first meeting. She's like, you're just so beautiful, and I just love it. I was like, what? Huh? I had to turn the subtitles up. Literally turn the volume up on the subtitles, because even reading it wasn't loud enough. I'm like, I don't know why she's getting so quiet. Maybe she was nervous, whatever the case is. They look very, very into each other, but the relationship to me just seems like, I'm not past the fact that I feel like Monica would be into anybody who is into Monica. That's just what it seemed like this entire time. She just wants to be loved. She just wants to be showered with compliments and affection. So if you do that, Monica will take you. Come as ye are. She is not pulling too many punches. Anybody will do. That's the energy I've been getting from Monica this whole time. And right before they meet, she talks about how she easily gets the ick from people, and she hopes that maybe that doesn't happen, or he doesn't look or show up in some kind of a way that she can't get past. But of course, like I said, they met each other, and it was beautiful, and they just were so happy. But another thing she mentioned was how hard it is to be single and 36. Can't relate, babe. I've been single and 36, and it was great. I had the time of my life. I don't know what she's doing. I think she's trying to make every man she dates like her husband, and it seems like she's just willing to take anything, and I feel like that's a terrible place to start. You're already on Love is Blind. Let Love is Blind take the wheel. All right? Have a little faith in the process. You seem a little nitpicky to me. Ramses and Marissa have another date, and basically she gets very, very excited by the fact that he's a Leo, Cancer, something astrology-wise, and she's like, oh, that's the best mix ever. If you put the astrology together, you can't get a better mix. Like, girl, relax. This is why you single now. You over here worried about the stars. Look at this man in front of you. Talk to him. But when she does start to talk to him, she's asking him very strange questions, like treating him like he's a task rabbit or something like that. Like, do you know how to mount a TV? Do you know how to build a bookshelf? Do you know how to ride the magic school bus? Like, girl, are these your dating questions? No wonder you're single. You need to get outside of that. But either way, through their conversation, she gets a lot more confidence in Ramses, and she starts to feel like, this is my man. So she decides to break it off with Bodan. That was the end of that. That was it. And honestly, personally, I like her and Ramses together way more than I like her and Bodan together. So I feel like they should have a very cute and fruitful life. Like, they seem similar. They seem to just like actually want to be in love, like to love. So they seem like a good match to me. I'm glad she picked him. Let's see what happens next, though. And that's a wrap on episode 4, season 7. That's all they gave us. That's what they did. Let's see what happens on episode 5, because they're gearing up for a lot of chaos. That's what I think. See you guys there.